Hey, Rob Biederman is the CEO and founder of HourlyNerd. What do you think HourlyNerd is, Rusty?
Got to be an hourly, like a limited amount of time service for someone who knows stuff that you'll never learn.
You are just so stupid. I'm sorry.
What?
No. Oh. I'm going to say it's an employment. Workforce solutions sort of a company. Rob, thanks for stopping by the program. How are you, sir?
It's great to be on. Thanks so much for having me.
Rob Biederman, of course, compliments of our good friends at 1-800-PR. So, how close were we on this deal?
Both right.
Is this a workforce solutions type company? Is it not?
Yeah, that's spot on.
All right, tell us what that means, because Russ is breathing through his mouth over
What
here.
happened
He has
here?
no idea what the hell we're doing. Talk to us about. By the way, great name. By the HourlyNerd kind of says it all.
Yeah. I'm thinking that part of it makes me think it's only temporarily, whatever service you're doing.
Is that right?
You know, it's only going to be for a while. Whether it's an hour or like a week.
Yeah, maybe. Rob, take it away. What do you got?
Yeah, so that's basically right. We were founded, or I had the idea for the company 2.5 years ago when we looked at the way traditional employment has worked from, really the beginning of time, and saw that basically folks signed up for one job that they show up at 240 days a year they don't particularly enjoy, and they're not necessarily all that effective at. And instead, we tried to flip that model on its head and suggest that companies could bring the best workers to their projects on demand. Available through technology. And so the folks on our platform all have MBAs from top business schools. They often have 15 or 20 years of experience, and companies only pay them for exactly what they need, and the rest of the year they actually go work for somebody else.
It's almost a concierge service for whatever that skill set is, right?
Yeah, that's exactly right. You can bring to bear exactly the person you need in a completely unbundled, flexible way, staffable through an app.
And the nerd part makes me think it's something to do with.
Well, they're smarter than you.
That part, yeah. But
right?
IT or maybe the accounting department. More of a nerd job.
Well, yeah. Are these just technical jobs, or is this anything? I mean, are we talking CFOs? Are we talking about guys laying brick, or is this all just technical IT sort of thing, Rob?
Yeah, so 90% of the projects today have actually been around core management consulting, just strategy, finance, operations.
Wow.
We certainly do the Accenture-type projects with big IT integrations, but relatively few of the projects to date have been pure sort of technical.
Human capital is really the cornerstone of almost every new success story that we've seen, from Google to Facebook, even to some of the retail sort of things that we've seen. But there hasn't been a component yet, Rob, of human capital and social media and sort of this concierge service. You guys sort of, because I'm looking at the screen here, and of course our TV audience can see it, my radio audience cannot see it. It seems to have a bit of a social media feel to it. Is that accurate?
Oh, absolutely. I think the truth is in 2015, proof comes largely through social means. So what are my friends doing? And can I actually independently vet the quality of this person? I think we're increasing in an age where resumes matter much less, and the Yelpification of reputation, where you're judged on what you've done previously by people that you trust, is much more compelling to buyers than what the McKinsey hiring department or the Harvard Business School admissions department think.
What's interesting also is more and more. I mean, I don't know how old you are, Rob. Russ and I are crusty. We're staring down the barrel of 50 over here.
Starting to get gooey eyes.
But the idea, though, when we were kids, though, there was either a stay-at-home mom or a work mom or we didn't even have stay-at-home dads.
Barbara Billingsley.
Exactly right. Nowadays, you have stay-at-home moms, stay-at-home dads that are also working. This is sort of the on-ramp to that, is it not? I'm going to have you answer that question right when we come back from a break.
Leave us hanging, Bobby.
But yeah, I think it's important.
Yeah.
Honestly, if you think in terms of really.
It's that leisure time. Remember we've covered this?
Can you talk about leisure time when we come back from the break?
Here we go.
Leisure time. That's right. Big Biz Show, bigbizshow.com. Rob Biederman, co-founder and CEO of HourlyNerd. It's exactly what you think. Concierge workforce solutions. And you can go to HourlyNerd.com. I'm talking about more of this company coming up. And we are talking to Rob Biederman. Rob Biederman is the CEO and co-founder to a company called HourlyNerd. Hey, Rob, I need to ask you, Rob, are you guys privately held or are you publicly traded?
Yeah, so we are still private. We've raised 3 rounds of seed and seed funding and venture capital funding from some well-known VCs and Mark Cuban.
Wait, did you say Mark Cuban?
I just heard Mark Cuban.
Did you say Mark Cuban?
And then his phone went dead. That's not
indeed. We actually sent him a cold email. We applied to Shark Tank, and we actually couldn't make the audition because it conflicted with our class schedule in business school.
Wow.
So we just sent him an email directly, and he wrote back 15 minutes later.
And with it, did he basically say, hey, what are your wire instructions? That was it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty close.
Wow, pretty good stuff.
Nice.
So I want to ask you some more about your company real quick, but you did bring up, you opened up a bag of worms, or a can of worms with the venture capital thing. Is access to capital easier now than it was, say, 5 years ago? Because it was very easy during the dot-com era when you were in high school, when Russ and I were in our 40s. But I understand that the capital markets are loosening up a bit. Accurate or not?
I think that was largely the story for 2012 through, probably through the middle half of this year. I think this fall there's an increased focus on quality, and a lot of the clients we work with are actually themselves trying to raise money, and we've seen things tighten undoubtedly of late.
Well, if you think in terms of human capital, it's the most important thing. Before you get out of here, where's this company going in the next 6 months and the next 6 years?
We're already working with almost 10% of the Fortune 1000. I think the continued path there is just scaling within those large enterprises, bringing great economic opportunity to stay-at-home moms and other talented freelance workers. And, I think we're going to see work change in a material way over the next 10 to 20 years, and it's hard for me to believe that our company and others like it won't be a really serious part of that.
Very good stuff. Rob, thanks so much. We'd love to have you back.
Embrace the nerd.
Rob Biederman, Hourly Nerd, HourlyNerd.com. Thanks again to our friends at 1-800-PR for that one. That was